Welcome everyone to our daily Forex market analysis call, and this is in preparation for trading on October 19th, 2017. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started. This is for education purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. We will start off as usual by taking a look at our calendar here. So coming up in the Asian session here, we have employment numbers for Australia, and then we have GDP and industrial production numbers for China. Again, these will be important for Australia and New Zealand. So it's an important, I guess, session for the Australian and New Zealand dollars, both of them. And in terms of the data that came out, not much happened with Draghi's speech. The numbers for British pound came in sort of in line with expectations. So we actually saw a drop after that. It was a quick spike, and then there was a drop after that. So things changed in the New York session with some comments out of White House and Trump and all of that. So right now, things look very different in terms of where the strength is. Going forward into our London session tomorrow, we have retail sales data for British pound. And then that's pretty much it in terms of the main news for both that's it. There's no other important euro news, and we have unemployment data for US dollar and the Philly Fed manufacturing index. This is actually a leading indicator, and it shows the amount of activity in the manufacturing sector. So even though it's not marked as red, it is still important, so that will have some reaction there. But other than that, pretty light in terms of the news tomorrow. So let's take a look at where things stand currently. Oops. Okay, so here we are. We did see price come and test the lows here for euro, and based on the candle closed here, so right now this looks bullish. So we see a big pin in the bottom, so that shows rejection at this point. So we're looking for a move to the upside in this. So the target here would be this 1.1831. So that will be the first target. And then beyond that, we are looking at 1.1880 level to the upside. So those are the two targets here. So looking at our 1 hour chart, so we've seen a big push up, and a lot of this happened in the New York session. Now, this is where we are into the support and resistance. It still looks bullish right now. So I'm looking for price to move up higher into this 1.1830 level, which is this. And if the bullishness continues, we could go all the way to the top here. So that's what we need to keep in mind. Overall, euro has turned bullish. Pound has turned bullish as well. So let's see. So we have a bullish pin bar here, and that suggests that price is likely to go higher. The next target here is this 132.80 level to the upside. So I'm looking for a further move up. And that is an important level because price has reacted at this several times. We could run into trouble right about here as well, 132.64, but I like this 132.80-ish target better. And looking at the 1 hour here, we see that the price rejected this level here. This is where we were short in the New York session. This is where price bounced off of, and then it just came right about there in the New York session. Since then, it has moved up. So right now, it looks quite bullish. It is breaking past the high, so the bullishness is definitely there. So I'm looking for price to sort of retrace this inefficient move that happened here. See how price had an inefficient move down and then another inefficient move up, which then got retraced over here. So I'm looking for this move to get filled. So looking for price to go into the high 132.80 level. Aussie here. Aussie, we see a bit of a rejection here, but this still does not have that bullish a bias. But we do see twice we have seen price reject that level. So here, the question will be, will the price hold above this 78.50 level? If the price is able to break through, so let's say US dollar just weakens overall, then we could see a test of the high and then drop. how, sorry, if the US dollar, sorry, if Australian dollar weakens, then we'll see this. But if the US dollar weakens overall, we could see this move to the upside. So we do have data coming out for Australia that will have an impact overnight. So if the data is positive, we're likely to see a push to the upside. And in that case, the target will be this 78.95 level to the upside here. But if the data is negative, then I'm looking for a break of this 78.20 level. So first target will be the test of this level. And then we're looking for price to continue lower into this 77.80 level to the downside. So those are the targets for this. Okay, so this is where we are in terms of our daily move here. So this is just kind of what I was projecting. Okay, so this is where we are. Price did come all the way down, tested the lows from yesterday, and since then it has moved up. At this point, I think this will be data driven, so we do need to keep in mind or keep that in mind. This is the range it's been trading in. It has been making sort of lower highs here. However, data could change that. So I'm looking at how the price will react, either if it breaks to the upside here, if it breaks above this 78.50 level, then I'm looking for price to go and test the high. But if the data comes negative, we may see a break of this level, and in that case, looking for price to move lower into 77.80 level. New Zealand dollar here, we had a big move to the downside. It was looking quite weak, but then we saw rejection here. So again, so overall, this is not overly bullish at the moment. It's still bearish because we do have this bearishness in it, but the big pin does make it neutral. So the bias is bearish to neutral right now. Again, if the data for China, for example, comes out positive, this one could get a boost, and then I would be looking for a retest of this 7,200 level, and we could see something like this. So this here is an important support and resistance level. Price tested this level 4 times and it had trouble with it. So this could be a potential target and then an opportunity for a short here as well. So we'll keep that in mind. But if the data is negative, we could see this come down. Overall, though, New Zealand dollar is more bearish than anything. So I'm looking for price to come and test the low here again, 71.20 level. And if it breaks down, then I'm looking for price to continue lower. So the first target here is 71.20, and then looking at 70.50 area to the bottom here. Dollar CAD. Dollar CAD was interesting. It turned, so we have a very nice evening star formation here on the daily, which evening star is usually a bearish formation. We had a pin bar here, and then price has dropped since then. So based on this daily signal, we're looking for a further move to the downside. Canadian dollar has actually strengthened in spite of the oil dropping today. We still saw that Canadian dollar strengthen. So I'm looking for a further move to the downside for Canadian dollar here. Our target will be 123.30 level to the downside here. We do need to see a break of this level here though, a 124.30 level, but overall I'm looking for a further move to the downside here. Euro pound. Let me just get rid of the here. So this one is looking this one's looking quite neutral here. We did see a couple days of bullishness. Price moved up since then. Now it's starting to look very neutral, which means we could come and see a test of that high again. And if the price does not break through the high, so if price is not able to break through the high, we could see a drop like that. So currently, both euro and pound have been going up. So this one could go either way. But the first target will be to the upside 89.50 level. And then we could see a double top formation here and a rejection. I would keep that in mind. And in that case, I'd be looking for price to come down back into this 85.50-ish levels. Euro Swiss franc, a big move to the upside here. Big bullish move. We were looking for bullishness, and this one actually moved more than I was looking for. The target was at the top here, but this has moved up higher, so now we're targeting the high. So it still has that bullishness in it, so I'm looking for a further move into 1.1620 level. Pound Swiss franc here. Pound Swiss franc, it has turned bullish, so we're looking for a further move to the upside. The target will be 129.90. So this is an important level. Price has reacted at this level multiple times. So we do need to see a break of this level. And then the next target will be 130.40, this support and resistance level. So that will be the first target is 129.90 level, and then 130.40 level to the upside. But right now we have a bullish engulfing candle, which suggests that price is likely to move higher. Okay, dollar Swiss franc. We went right into the highs here, and right now overall US dollar is weakening. So that could give us that could cause this to drop. So we have a double top type of formation. If you take a look at our 1 hour chart here, see we have this intraday double top here. So I'm looking for price to pull back and go back into, so first support level will be in here. So this support and resistance level. So this is where the test is likely to be. So right now it looks quite bearish. So for it to continue, we need to see one of these moves. However, if it gets stuck at 9,800 level, which is very close to the current price, if it gets stuck here, we could see price go back higher. But right now, at this moment, US dollar is looking weak, which means we could see a reversal of this move that we saw today. So price could come into this 97.70 level. Again, this support and resistance level here is important. So we do need to see a break below 9,800 for the continuation to the downside, because otherwise we could just see price bounce off of this level and go up higher. Pound yen. Yen weakened considerably, so every single yen cross has gone up. Very bullish here, looking at a bullish engulfing candle, so looking for price to move up further. The target would be a 150.20 level here. So this pin here would be our target. Again, we do need to see a break of this 149.27-ish level, which is right here. Looks like it's testing the level right now, and looking at a 1 hour chart, that looks quite bullish. So this is where we are. Price has broken above these pins over here, and if it holds above, so generally the price behavior that we see is price pulls back and then does one of these. So that's what we need to look for. Right now this looks quite bullish and nice bullish engulfing candle, so looking for a further move to the upside. Euro yen, same thing, very bullish candle. So the Japanese yen took a big beating today, pretty much across the board. So everything was bullish because of that. So right now we're looking for a further move to the upside. 134.30 will be the target for Euro yen. Aussie yen broke above the highs here. So looking at our daily candle close here, that looks quite bullish. And this scenario could happen in Aussie here as well. So if you take a look at, see these pins here, this is exactly what happened with Aussie yen. We had two pins twice. We had kind of a neutral candle close, and then price pushed up higher. So if we could get similar. So if the price breaks above the 78.50 level, it could go to the next level right up here. So very, very similar formation on the daily chart in both of these. Right now, we are right into the highs. So looking for, we need to see a break of this level, because this is an important support and resistance level where price reacted 3 times. So now if we see a break of this, we're looking for price to continue on further into 89.20 level. So here we are looking for this type of price move, but we have to see a break above 88.80 level right about here, and then a continuation to the upside. So that will be something to be kept in mind. Big move in dollar yen, looking for a further move to the upside. We could get stuck in this area, so that we need to be careful with. 113.20 level, the target here. But if the US dollar weakens across the board, it could weaken here as well. But overall, based on the candle close, we're looking for a further move to the upside into this 113.45 area. Euro Aussie here, it's slowly making its way up, looking for a further move to the upside. Target here is 150.80. So this will be the next support and resistance. CAD yen, huge move to the upside, looking for continuation. It has broken above this level. So now all we need to see is a back test. Price holds above this, and then we're looking for that move to the upside. So 91.20 would be the next target to the upside. All right, any questions or comments? That's all I have. Okay, so we'll call it a wrap, and I will see you guys in the morning in the London session again tomorrow.